So we'll get into it now. And if we start with the strengths, and I'm going to do this in blue, and we're not just going to do the strengths, then the weaknesses, then the opportunities, and the threats. You'll see we're going to do themes, and quite often the same theme will appear in each of the boxes. And the reason it appears in each of the boxes is quite often the strength and the weakness can be the flip side of the same coin. There is an aspect of something within the business which is a strength, but a similar thing can also be a weakness. And again, this will become apparent in a minute. And the other thing, as I mentioned earlier, this is a real SWOT analysis. I did this with a customer a few weeks ago. So this isn't a hypothetical example, this is a real example. So let's start with strengths. So the first strength they identified is their existing client base. And the reason for that was they have a very strong client base who's been very loyal to them. They get lots of repeat business, 4 or 5 key accounts that they get a lot of work from. But equally, their first weakness was also related to the client base. And their first weakness was the fact they've got a narrow client base. In other words, they only have 5 customers. So if they were to lose 1 or 2 of those, that would be absolutely catastrophic to the business. So they saw strength, loyal customer base, weakness, narrow customer base.